Hey, hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. So here we are, and the message is it's hard to give these messages on some days because the world seems so chaotic. And we are talking about the fact that we are evolving and lifting up. The fact is that all of life in all the planet on the earth is evolving right now, including you and I, and including everyone out there who doesn't come from love, kindness, and compassion. It is our jobs as light seeds to emanate love, kindness, and compassion. And I think we're doing a good job of that. I do. So it's important to know that as we are in these times of utter chaos, we thought we were in chaos before. We didn't even begin, did we? But this is good because what it's doing is showing the ego-based part of humanity that does not care about humanity, that only cares about itself. And so we are beginning to see through the veil of illusion, the smoke and mirrors that have for so long allowed ego-based power to control our planet. So here we are with Lord Katumi and Lord Mahay and Jaculin. I always tell him not to talk too much. He talks a lot. And Saint Germain and all the others, Lady Portia, etc., etc., etc. So we need to stay encouraged. Please do not get disillusioned by the world and by what is going on, because it is a show of ego power. It is a show of ego trying to maintain its existence on this vibrational planet, which is still 3D. So they're able to do it. But in 5D, that will not even be possible. And that's hard for us to comprehend and to understand. But it's true. So what we need to do, you and I as the light seeds, is transform that dark energy, those ego-based thought patterns of control, those patterns of people that don't feel love, kindness, and compassion for anything or anyone but themselves. So now we're able to see them clearly. And now we're able to understand the game is afoot. That we, as the light seeds, are shifting this energy once and for all now. That humanity can shift and evolve with the mother as she continues forward on her journey. We see a lot of solar activity occurring, and it will increase. You see a lot of earthquakes, a lot of different things occurring, and that continues because she is on her path. And we are on the same path with her. So those who understand kindness and compassion, who can come from their hearts, can feel that energy and march with her. Those who do not, those who come from the ego, have no idea, no clue, and no feeling of this as reality. There's no need for love, kindness, and compassion in an ego-based, powered mind. It's only serving self. And that is exactly what the error is self-serving self. So as we see this, we understand more and more what is occurring, and we bring to light all these characters who don't understand. Maybe we can help them understand. Maybe they won't understand. That doesn't matter. What matters is that love, kindness, and compassion continue to reduce the veil, and that's not the right word, diminish its opaqueness so that now we see through the veil. And eventually the veil does not exist at all. And we are vibrating at that loving and compassionate vibration as a whole, as a collective consciousness. So as a light seed, this is our job. The mother is evolving, and we, you and I, are evolving a lot every day, in case you haven't noticed. You are growing leaps and bounds. So let's do it. Let's bring that light in. Let's beam up our light as much as high as we can. So bring that light in from source. Let's do this. There we go. There. And then we have our Cosmic Thrust Oil, which you know is my favorite guy. Although I like the essential oil, I don't know, I like them all. Who cares? There you go. The aura. Cup your hands together, and that deep breath in connects you, heaven and earth, a little more at the solar plexus, and allows us to transcend any time and space so you can be with us as we go on this journey now. If your third eye feels overwhelmed, be sure to use the ascension oil. And that will help you get through this time. So feel the light coming from source, that yummy gold light that just fills every part of you, every cell, every molecule, every part of your being gets soaked, drenched with that yummy, honey, viscous light, just going in there and saturating so that you are covered and saturated and totally that golden light as it comes down into your knees, your legs, and out your feet into the earth. And the mother grabs onto you. And now we take it further. And we go down into the grid. And we put our energy right around the mother, whose grid system and energy is becoming larger and larger and larger as we get closer and closer to transition. And we bring that energy up our back with an essence of the mother in it. And we just orbit that baby around and around and around. And we feel that connection to heaven and earth. We feel anchored, held onto, and safe. And we bring that orbit around and it comes up and we waterfall it right out the top of our heads. And it fills all 12 of your auras because you are now a 12-strand DNA being, developing those 12 strands, leaving behind the 3D patterns. Those old paradigms are obsolete. So we feel that all through all 12 of the auras. And we focus on the well of the mother below the root. And this is where we connect through all the cosmos. Feel that now. Feel the energy of all the celestials and all the beings. Go right out to our central sun and feel that energy coming in through your feet. And feel that connectedness that will give you strength and understanding on this journey that we are on. Because everyone knows this is a difficult journey, but we also know that it's one that we are successful with. What determines how long it takes is the collective consciousness. So it is our job to beam as much as we can. So radiate out and get some energy yourself. Feel that energy. Let it help you, guide you, strengthen you. And then the root, as we are dissolving all of those old malformed thought patterns, all that ego-based reality, which was never real, it was illusion, is dissipating. And know that the 3Ders, as I call them, are trying very hard to keep you in 3D, to keep us from elevating and evolving with the earth. And the sacral, which is Lord Katumi's favorite area, Lord Longtail, and they are particularly concerned with all these old fear patterns that we were taught in 3D that we do not succumb to. And we allow ourselves to know that the light is stronger, always has been and always will be. And when we have doubts and we're not sure, or we have a conflict, we bring it right into the spleen. And that spleen, with the conscious use of power, opalescent light, removes those doubts, gives you the understanding that you need. And then you share that right out your solar plexus to all of humanity. Everyone feels that. Everyone wants to feel love. When we feel a little judgmental, and that's been easy to do lately, we don't allow ourselves to go there. We bring that energy into the empathic shield on the liver, and we clear it off our shield. We watch until we understand. Because that shield, well, it makes it much harder to judge, doesn't it? When you're coming from a space of love and understanding. And we radiate that through our heart. Because every creature, everyone, everything only wants love. And we, as we are doing these things, as we are removing any doubts or fears from ourselves, we are creating, co-creating our new tapestry of the fifth dimension. Every single time you get that, you shift that energy. It's another strand of thread in that new tapestry so that we are creating this loving, kind, and compassionate world. And we express that in all that we are, because that's what we are and who we are. And we hold that energy, knowing without any doubt that this is why you came into this life, and that we are doing a really good job. Are we in a hard path right now? Is it not difficult? Yes, because the 3Ders are giving it all they've got. That's okay. That doesn't stop us. That allows us and encourages us to do our job more and more and more. And we just light up our crown, shiny golden light in that crown as it radiates into the telepathic notch. And we start to shift and communicate that energy to all humankind. And we radiate that light out 20 inches and just bam it with that gold light. I mean, really, a lot of it. So that you are strong and you are clear. And you are now connected heaven and earth and protected on all sides in your cocoon. And others who need help can munch and crunch that gold light. Because that's our job as light seeds, to spread the light. First rule, you wear as much as you can, and that's a lot. And we allow ourselves to shift this energy of 3D to 5D, radiating love, kindness, and compassion in all that we do and in all that we are. And we are so happy to be a light seed doing this because it's an honored job. And we're doing great, so let's keep it up. And don't let the news let you falter. We are getting it done. So hang in there and stay strong and light your light up as much as you can. So I love you, and I'll see you next time.